After the military coup in Egypt, Al Jazeera became one of several media outlets which have come under increasing pressure. International journalists have been detained, beaten, even killed. Television stations have been shut down. But Al Jazeera has been especially targeted. Our offices were raided several times, our journalists arrested, and even our satellite signals were jammed. Now, according to our panel of experts who've conducted an in-depth investigation, Al Jazeera has learned of several locations centered around the Egyptian capital where the jamming originates. Our trackers have pinpointed locations east and west of Cairo, specifically identifying military installations. Well, let's start with the first location. We'll call this Point A. It's west of the capital and situated on the Cairo-Alexandria Desert Highway. Well, our team of experts say the jamming is coming from a 1.6-kilometer radius in this location. It's mainly desert land and close to the An-Natrum Valley prison. On July the 5th, 2 days after the military coup that ousted President Mohamed Morsi, the jamming started from this point on Al Jazeera's frequency on Arabsat. Here's Point B. It's eastern Cairo along the Cairo-Suez Highway. Well, at first glance, it just looks like a bit of desert land. Once you zoom in, you'll see a building in the middle of the desert equipped with satellite antennas and a telecommunications tower. It's also annexed to a large military installation. Here's a close-up of the building we're talking about. There you go. Well, our investigators found jamming from this location began on the 7th of July and was focused on Al Jazeera's Nilesat frequencies. The interference is still ongoing as we speak. Let's take you to the third location. It's an area of eastern Cairo called Heliopolis, a densely populated area, as you can see. Our 1.6-kilometer radius here lies on the junction between Airport Road, Athora Street and Al Marghani Street. Now, within this zone, we find numerous and important military installations, including the Military Intelligence Headquarters, the Army's Public Relations Department, and its Orientation Department. The interference from this location also began 48 hours after the military coup and targeted Al Jazeera's frequencies on Arabsat. Now let's show you one of the most telling revelations. We'll call this Point D. It's also on the Cairo-Suez Highway. Again, let's circle in on our 1.6-kilometer radius. Once again, we find yet another military installation, but this one dwarfs the others in size. Well, it's clear from these satellite images this area is an exclusive military zone. The roads are all marked by Google Earth as marshal passages, which means they're completely off limits to civilians. In sync with other jamming operations on July the 5th, the interference from this base once again targeted our frequencies on Arabsat. Well, based on the team of independent investigators and on internationally recognized maps, it's clear the common link in all of these locations is the presence of military facilities.